Hey everyone, welcome to day 12 of the 12 Days of Whiskey presented by Greene Valley Wine Spirits, 344 Commons Drive, Bolingbrook, Illinois, HBIC Bologna. And it's final night. We did it. 12 days in a row of bourbon content.
We made it. What a grind it was. It was a fun grind. I'm not complaining about it. Thank you everyone for watching, the comments. We gained a good amount of subscribers. So all of that is great. Thank you. And yeah, this is the final night. Top 10 whiskeys of the year. No, top 5 whiskeys of the year.
Top 5, yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So our number 5 whiskey it might surprise some people. You might be like, what the hell? You might say we might be nuts. But so Whiskey Advocate gave the Bardstown Amaro their number 5 whiskey of the year.
Yeah.
And we tend to agree with them. It's just the wrong bottle. So our number 5 is Bardstown, but it's the Amaro Nonino.
Came out of nowhere.
This was, I told Bologna, I was like, listen, I have this bottle. It was one of the best bottles I've got of this year. And I'm like, he never tried. And immediately he was blown away by it. He's like, yeah.
I don't know where it came from. We didn't do a review on it, no video on it.
I actually did a Poppin' Bottles video like beginning of the year, but we didn't do like an official review.
And then so you're like, try this. This is going to be in my list. And I had it nowhere near. Like I just didn't have it on my list. You poured me a little bit and I said, yes, immediately yes. So I'm a sucker for Borai.
Yeah.
Like I'm a sucker for the old school High West Borai. And then I do my own concoctions. I've done a couple videos that you can check out. But this thing is a Borai plus a couple extras, right?
Yeah, plus they finish it in Amaro Nonino. So Amaro, obviously the Italian, digestif, the bitter. But the Nonino is the brand of Amaro. So like it's a very, very good Amaro. And if you are part of that where you like the limoncello, the Amaros, all that kind of good stuff, then you're going to actually love this one because the finish on this one is just phenomenal. And the Amaro got a lot of hype for being the Indian single malt whiskey and everything. But like, I think this one was slept on a lot. Like they didn't get the accolades, the awards, but this is a very, very good Borai finish.
It was awesome. It caught me by surprise. And as soon as I had it, I was like, you're right. Like top 5.
Yeah. So that's a number 5. All right. What's a number 4?
Number 4 is something just a couple videos ago I did the review on. I said it might not sneak into the top 5, but the more we had it, the more we liked it. Michter's 10 bourbon. It's technically not 10 years old. I said it in the video, possibly 13, maybe creeping on to 14-year range. Awesome bottle. And so this was technically our finished whiskey of the year because we don't, spoiler alert, we don't have any other finished whiskeys of the year. This is the best bottle under 100 proof that we got. And I said it's my favorite under 100 proof bottle ever.
Yeah. I thought that this year's Michter's 10. So you on your sticker here, you got the, I have the A. You have the
D.
The D. Yeah. So when I first did the 24A batch of it, I thought like, man, this is a great like desserty bourbon, just great chocolate caramel notes on there. And then you did, like you got your review in there with it, and it was just like, no matter which batch you had, it's a great one.
Bourbon fastball. I got the chocolate way at the end of the finish, like almost like a Hershey's chocolate finish. Either way, awesome.
Yeah. So that's our number 4. So 2 Michters, Bombergers.
Yeah, Michter's is got 2 on the list.
And they had a honorable mention with the toasted. Michters, keep it up. You made 2 on the list and 1 honorable mention. So, and then Bardstown had the 2. We had the
honorable mention.
Yeah. So they had 3 as well. So Bardstown continuing to do good things as well. All right.
We might have a type.
Yeah, we might have a type. All right. Number 3 on the list. It's a late entry. We just did a review on it recently as well for our 12 days. The A. Smith Bowman Cask Strength Batch 3. Like I said, you didn't know this existed. I didn't know that existed until about a week ago, and I was like blown away by how awesome that this A. Smith Bowman Cask Strength was. I was
9 years old, and I said, it's baby BTEC. It's basically BTEC just a little bit less hyped and a little bit cheaper if you could find it.
Yeah.
And keyword, if you could find it.
Yeah, because what we originally was, when I was doing research on it, then you see it was a distillery only release that came out like earlier in the year, like February, March-ish or whatever, and then they decided to release it to the public end of the year. Like, okay, cool, thanks. I don't know why you waited so long, but this was Virginia only release.
Originally Virginia only,
Yeah.
at least that's what we thought. There was some like releases to the public early in the year, but definitely not in the Chicagoland area.
No.
We didn't get this till way deep into December.
Yeah. So this is our number 3 bourbon of the year, whiskey of the year.
All right. Number 2.
Number 2. Not a bourbon.
Not a bourbon. Malt whiskey. Rare Character Exceptional Series. Kentucky Straight Malt Whiskey. 137.3 proof. We did not do a review on this bottle. I did a review on a Rare Character bottle last year, but this specific bottle we didn't review on this channel. But it is quite possibly my favorite whiskey of the year. It blew me out of the water.
Yeah, you hyped it up. You said, I got this bottle. It's going to be in our top 10. You got to try it. And, truth be told, when we did our original list, we had these two as 2 and 3, but flip-flopped.
Right.
And we had to go back and do side-by-side. And I had to agree with you then. Like, this one just eked it out. And it's weird because they're 2 distinct different profiles.
Completely different. If we're side-by-siding this one's just the age and just a little bit more complex overall.
Yeah. That one just, like, I got so much of, like, flavor with that. It was like, that one was like, you get notes, but they're complex notes, but they're subtle. This one was like, boom.
Right.
Like, it just.
Right in your kisser.
Yeah.
Pow, right in the kisser.
Pow, right in the kisser. That was.
So this is Heaven Hill Distillate. People talk about the Rare Character, or not the Rare Character, the Parker's Heritage. And that was released a couple years ago. This got aged a little bit longer. Either way, awesome. I'm so happy I got it. And the problem with it, now I'm going to be hunting these bottles consistently.
So the funny thing is I got my hands on a Exceptional Series Rare Character.
You did.
And it's right behind me as well. And then I look and I'm like, I already got 92 proof.
Not the same.
Not the same. I was like, I see this and it was a local store up in Wisconsin, and I go like, oh, hell yeah, Exceptional Series. Let me get this. You get 137, I get 92 proof. So I felt a little gypped on that one.
There was a big difference in proof points.
Yeah. Not the price point.
Not in the price point, but the flavor for sure.
Yeah. So that one I really loved, but that did not make my list because of the lower proof point on that. So good thing that you had this to take it in. So, all right. I think everyone probably knows the big heavy hitter that's missing from our list. It's been on everyone's list for 2024. So we had to do some research purposes, and yes, it is Russell's 15 is our whiskey of the year.
You know what?
No, not really a shocker though, right?
Not a shocker. I mean, if you guys are in the know, you know, but I really tried my damnedest to not have this as number 1. Just because it's like your classic Dukes of the world or Kentuckys of the world, where it's like, it's the number 1 seed, but like you want to try to find flaws with it. We did the side-by-side.
You want the 16-1 upset.
Yeah,
right?
we wanted an upset. I would have loved to put this bottle or even this bottle over it. And then as soon as we had I haven't revisited this bottle in a while. As soon as we had a little nip of it, I'm like, nope, number 1.
Yeah, it's making it. I wouldn't say everyone's, but a lot of people's, whiskey of the year list, their top 10 lists, and for proper reason too, right? It's just a great pick, and it sucks that if this is the only 15 that they're gonna do,
Yeah, rumor has it they're going back to 13 next year.
So this might be one and done for the Russell's 15, but I'm gonna cherish this bottle. I got a full backup, and I haven't been wanting to trade that one.
I wouldn't.
I think after seeing this as being whiskey of the year on numerous lists, I'm just gonna enjoy what I got because it ain't coming back apparently. So,
and I mean, you mentioned it has been whiskey of the year on a lot of lists, but ours is the list that matters.
Yes.
So knowing that this is your number 1 whiskey of the year, you would think maybe you don't want to trade that.
No, exactly. Not at all. All right, so that is our 5 through 1 for our complete top 10 whiskeys of the year. We'd love to get your feedback, your comments. Did we get it right? Did we get it wrong? What is your top 5? What is your number 1 whiskey of the year? Please, please, please leave it in the comments. Let us know what you think, because I'm curious to know if anyone else had this one, what they think, if they agree with us by putting it in the list as well.
And if you haven't tried it, go to your local whiskey bar or, someone that has it, give it a shot. It caught me by surprise, but I mean, obviously, all of these were awesome.
Yeah. All right. So that completes our 12 Days of Whiskey presented by Greene Valley Wine and Spirits, 344 Commons Drive, Bolingbrook, Illinois. And, we love doing this so much that we're going to come back next week, but we're going to do our top 5 store picks.
We did. So initially, when we started doing our list for Whiskey of the Years, we said store picks are cheat codes. Not everyone can have it. If you're watching in Minnesota, shout out our Minnesota watchers, or Wisconsin, or anywhere else you're watching. You can't get the same store picks we got. So store picks were out of contention, but we do want to give a list of our favorite store picks of the year.
Yeah.
So we thought we were done for the year with the whiskey content, and we said we're taking a break until the new year. Nope. You're going to get another video because we're just that.
Next week, we're going to come back with our top 5 store picks. So until then, thank you so much for everyone who watched all of our 12 Days of Whiskey. Again, presented by Greene Valley Wine and Spirits. And we'll wish everyone a very, very Merry Christmas. Have a great time out there with your friends and family. And we'll be back very, very soon. Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Greene Valley Wine and Spirits in Bolingbrook is the best liquor store in the southwest suburbs. Come see their newly expanded and remodeled location for all your liquor needs. They have a great craft beer selection, an ever-expanding portfolio of tequilas and bourbon, and a new wine rack showcasing the best wines around. And while you're there, stop by their newly added tasting bar to try all the Bourbon Bums store picks before you buy. That's Greene Valley Wine and Spirits, 344 Commons Drive at the corner of Route 53 and I-55 in Bolingbrook. And tell them the Bump sent you.